What's going on with y'all? Smash that like, y'all. Did y'all vote for all this shit? Come on. I know you didn't. What's going on with you today? Trump fresh off of his Beijing summit. They said got a little spicy. Xi Jinping, whatever his name is, told Trump, don't even try it with the situation with Taiwan, or it's gonna get ugly. They say Trump fucked up a bunch of deals too, a bunch of chip deals going on, but they running his mouth. You know, Trump, he he can be, you know what I mean, his own fucking worst enemy sometime with that mouth. High gas, Iran war. Did you vote for this? Where's MAGA? Obama need his job back. Who the God of America? Take your choice, take your pick on what you want to discuss. Smash that like though. Shout out everybody that's coming through, showing BMC that support. Smash that like y'all. Three of y'all in here, man. What's going on? High gas, Iran war, no birthright. Did you vote for this? Somebody please. Did you vote for this shit? Make sure you take the poll as you're coming in too. Trump been in China doing this thing. He gonna come back with uh tales of grandeur. He did this, he told him this, and you better not say anything about, you know what I'm saying? Wow, like, but what if Trump went to China and done solidify a deal with them to split the world up, the real new world order, the two big bosses. Let's get it together, y'all. Let's what if they decided to get it together? I mean, and what's good with y'all this Friday night? You know the Eagle flies on Friday. Before you go give it all to corporate America, make sure you drop some off into your respected communities, the mom and pops. I mean, make sure you support your community before you go give it all. I mean, away. It's 29 people in here. Double tap the stream, fam. Glenn, what's going on? What's going on, Jesus? Cadoni, what's up, Jesus? I mean, what's up with you? Welcome back in. Welcome back in. Smash that like, y'all, as y'all come in. And make sure you get over there and turn the notification on. And if it's a particular topic you want to talk about, leave a comment below this live stream. Matter of fact, when this live stream is over, make sure y'all hype this live stream up. And if it's a particular topic or you want to make a comment on the high gas prices, who do you think is the problem or whatever, just voice it, sounding off. Make sure you leave it underneath of this live stream. Smash that like. What's going on in Canada? What's going on in Ottawa? What Alberta? That is, which one is talking about getting out of the Canada Confederation? Is it Alberta? What's going on with you? What was the climate like with Obama there the other day? You know what I mean? Did you was he in your area? Hey Glenn, what you think about the new Drake albums? Drake done released three whole albums on their ass, and all of them topping the charts. What you think about the new Drake shit? I think it's fire. Jesus Kendona, are you some kin to the Kendona? guy that helped start the La M. Oh, you South African or something? Oh yeah, you said you think it's overblown. Okay, I feel you. It's 27 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream, man. Share me up. Make sure y'all getting over there and supporting too, man. Turning on the notifications so when we do go live, you can come in and I mean, because every day is something new that these politicians. I'm not gonna just say Trump. All of these politicians are doing some new shit every day. Glenn, Liquid City screams. Did y'all double tap the stream? Tap, 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 or smash that like? I mean, let's be trying to get the likes up to 100 before the end of the stream, family. Let's make that possible. You ain't vote for this shit, Liquid City. I feel you. Okay, like what? Like old school British hip hop, like Dizzy Rascal and them, or the new shit? Like what's the guy C whatever his name is? He ain't really all that good, but I listen to the old back when they had the grime rap, Bigs in them. Smash that like, y'all. 17 of y'all in here. Let's get them likes up, man. It's not the electric chair. It's not gonna 21 of y'all, we fluctuating. It's not the electric chair. It's not gonna shock me, man. And y'all know the Eagle flies on Friday. Make sure you get to your respected communities and drop some off. Smash that like. 18 of y'all. How many of y'all are just peeking and geeking and peeking, peeking and geeking? It's cool. Thanks for the watch hours. But what do y'all think? High gas, Iran war. Did you vote for this? I mean, no birthright. Did you vote for it? Like, there's so much shit going on. None of it I see, in my opinion, I think that's benefiting Americans. None of it's benefiting Americans. Smash that like. Okay, Ocean Wisdom, Dabbler. Okay, okay, okay. I'm feeling you. Are you from the UK, fam? Smash that like. Glenn McIver. One of my young bloods that be coming up here from Canada too. He do music. Shout out all my international supporters that come through. You know what I mean? It's 27 of y'all in here. Let's get them likes up, man. 22, we fluctuating like cryptocurrency. Unrealized gains. What y'all think, man? I mean, and they say Trump, Jock and Chad, he coming back defending them. Okay. I'm thinking maybe they might have motherfucking signed a deal. I mean, they might have signed a little deal over there. Trump and China might be agreeing to test shit up, know what I mean? Smash that like. I know you Canadian, Fambo, as of May 2026, driven up significantly by broader geopolitical tensions. Individual local station prices generally range from 381 to 384 per gallon. Salute, Fambo. Fambo, have you ever seen the boxer Dean the Great fight? The guy that be with Adrian Bronner now on all those kick streams and stuff. Dean the Great, that boy can rumble. I seen him boxer guy Dean the Great did his thing. Although in the end he almost met his demise, but you know what I mean, a great boxer, no doubt though. 381, 384. I done seen it has is $4.50, $5 in some spots. You know what I mean? The last time I checked, let me see. This was the price right here. The last time I checked in my area, this was the price. Last time I checked, this was the price in my area. It had went down that day, but then it shot back up. It said shooting back up now. What's that? 382, 362, and the diesel was 549. Yeah, that's the last I checked in my area. You say a great president, Glenn. That's what it is. Yeah, Dean the Great. He a little fist thrower. You know what I'm talking about? The dude that be with Adrian Bronner right now. They always be clowning and laughing and having a good time with all the women and shit, drinking and shit. That little boy can go. I just seen them got there gonna doing this thing in the ring. I said, no wonder he hanging around Bronner. Bronner ain't got his back. You know what I mean? He got Bronner back. What's going on with the beef on y'all side, Fambo? I see JT the bigger figure and San Quinn going back and forth again. I'm telling you, they too old for that back and forth shit. Make good music. I mean, let the music speak for itself. I mean, good dope sell itself. Fambo, gas prices in Oakland average roughly. God damn, $6.11 to $6.22 per gallon for regular unleaded, while the broader Bay Area approaches $6.26 due to recent crude oil spikes. Now that's crazy right there, family. That shit is damn near on the other side of $10. The closer to $10 as opposed to being $5. Wow, that's crazy. I know food high as a motherfucker in the Bay Area right now. Smash that like y'all. It's 32 y'all in here, man. Damn, that's crazy, fam. It's crazy, fambo. That is crazy, fam. Let's show y'all taking a poll. Trump so far approved 40%, disapproved 53%, 50-50, 3%. It's Obama, Biden, and the Dems fault, 3%. Now it went up to 6%. God damn. Smash that like. High gas, Iran war. Did you vote for this shit? Where's MAGA? Is anybody MAGA in the house? Anybody MAGA? Where's MAGA, man? I think Obama needs his job back. I think everything Trump is doing is planned to manipulate the stock market. Him and his cronies are cashing in with strategic investments. I'll go for it. What's going on, Ace Minus? Two freezers full of venison. Skinny people rule. Wow, you got two freezers full of venison. I'm really not big on the deer meat. What kind of deer is it? What kind of venison is it? Is it whitetail? And is there a different in the taste from a whitetail? I guess it would be from do you eat mule deers and whitetails and what's the other ones? You say you voted for all of it, KT. So can you explain to me what you mean by voting for all of it, KT 2.0? Smash that like and welcome in also. Can you tell me what you mean by voting for all of it though? Hey, y'all double tap that stream, man. Let's get them likes up. We're trying to get them likes up to 100. Even if you didn't vote for Trump, or if you did, yo, let's double tap that stream, family. As an American, let's double tap that stream. It's 35 of you in here. It's free. Deer and elk. Okay. That's what it is. Okay, you say you prefer moose over deer. Which one has the more beefy taste? You didn't vote for it, Gerald. Can you tell me what you did vote for? Smash that like. Can you tell me what you did vote for? I know none of it's beef. That's what I'm saying. Which one tastes more beefy? Maybe it has a lot of fat in it, or you know what I mean, which one? Because I know venison and those type of bovines with the feet and shit, the hooves, they more taste gamey of whatever they eat. And I'm saying is which one would be closer to beef? And that's what I say. H man is beef rules. That's what it is, Louis Wabera, just like in America. You feel me? Win, lose, or draw, whether we agree or not. One thing we can agree on is that we all are Americans. And some of us, you know what I mean, got our own interpretation what it is, but you know what I mean, it's 36 of y'all in here. Double tap the stream, man. My bad. Hey, yo, I had it on mute. My bad. Thanks for that, Louis. Say you're a lifesaver. I was asking who you think Donald Trump sent in his place. You think it was really him, or was it a body double, a doppelganger? Because I mean, it was a couple of billionaires over there with him. I would have sent a doppelganger because that would have been the perfect time to wipe out the executive side of a lot of big businesses. Goldman and Sachs was over there. Like I said, Visa, aluminum, um, Tesla, Elon was. Elon Musk was acting like he was on ketamine or something over there, man. Let's get them lights up. It's 47 people in here. Double tap the stream, man. Let's get them lights up to 100. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. Why are you not smashing? It's free. I thought Americans like free shit. Smash that like. It's 40 of y'all in here, man. What y'all think? Y'all ready for the new world order? It's already been instituted because Iran is not the Iran from last year, nor is Venezuela not the Venezuela from last year. So now, shit, and it's a trickle down effect. The way people are politicking and dealing with them is different, and who they dealing with is different. Smash that like, yeah, hit the smash that. Smash that like. Fambo, B4, what's going on? Fambo, you see they gave the boy a 1 point some $1 million bond that got Chud the builder. What's my gas prices currently? Right here, the last time I checked, this was the gas. I don't know what it is today, but last time that I checked, and I usually check and take a picture of it, it was right at this right here. Like I said earlier, this is the last time I checked. I'm not even gonna hold you or what it is now. 382 for some regular, plus 369, and then the ultra. You know what I mean? But the diesel was five something the last time when I was going past the gas station. You feel me? 419. Where you at? Hold on, let me see what's my current gas prices. About like you said, 412. I mean, the highest I see is 418. Which you know they price gouging at BJ's and Costco's anyway, but 414 at the military base, 415. I mean, at Miller's. So yeah, I say like 415. And you say y'all's is 419. So it's about right. What part of the country you in, H minus? Yeah, it changes daily in America, Inferno, depending on okay, 420, North Carolina. Okay, that's about right. What part of North Carolina be for it? But yeah, thanks Trump, you big fat idiot, says Don Schmidt. What's going on, Don? Todd, what it is? We voted for all this nonsense. Detroit, that's what it is, my G. Let me ask you again. I know I always ask you. What's your favorite Esham song? I don't even know any Esham songs, but I know that Esham was pivotal in Howard Core. I can't even think of it, but I remember he was from the Michigan area, the Midwest area. 499. Damn. Damn, JJ. What's going on, Bushwhacker? That's what it is. What's going on with you? Smash that like y'all. Share me out, man. Whose fault is all this shit though? And where? In UK? And what country, Inferno? And South Africa. See, it's different, man. And what part of South Africa you in? Joburg. You in Joburg or you in Soweto? South Africa are you in? But it's different over here. See, we're more eclectic. We're a bunch of South Africas linked to a central hub. You know what I mean? Smash that like the West Coast. They say, "Oh, you in Cape Town? Okay. So you in the big city? Okay. What side are you on of it? You know what I mean, you where they speak Swahili or they speak Afrikaner? What side you on? And have you ever encountered the numbers game? Smash that like. Shout out all my international supporters coming through too. That's what it is. You said you would stand with Trump. Ain't nothing wrong with that H minus, but be careful who you standing with. Know what I mean, and who you know what I'm saying. Be careful, but ain't nothing wrong with an H minus. Loyalty is a must. If you down with it, you down with it. But be ready for the consequences of your acts. Smash that like, y'all. Okay. You live 5 minutes. So I asked you were you on the Swahili side or you were on the Afrikaner side. What side of that are you on? And you say you know some of the numbers game. You say you rich off of your label, so you good. Okay. I go for that H minus. Devious. What's going on with you, DVS? Caesar stood with Brutus. That worked out in Cape Town. That worked out. Oh yeah, he had him E2 Brute. But did he ever say that? You know what I mean? Or was that just popular? There are two different languages in Cape Town. I know Todd Shaw, that's why I asked him, was he dealing with the African now or with the Swahili or even it's more than that because there's the native languages like the Zulu and the Khoi, as am I saying it right? And it's all kind of different people that Africa, as opposed to just the two, black and white. You know what I mean? I support President Trump going after Iran 100%. Islam is pure evil. So do you want him to go after Iran or go after Islam? You're not making sense. Iran has taken America hostage. How? It has tormented the U.S. and other countries for what? And when? You know, what you say Obama gave them some money. Obama gave them their money back. They was owed by the world banks and shit, so they got their money. But are you at war with Iran, Bushwhacker, or are you at war with Islam? Right, there's 12 languages, Inferno. Thank you for that. He did. But how you gonna go against a bunch of motherfuckers with the same motherfucking, you know what I mean? Who, me? I gives a fuck about Iran. I'm caring about Americans, dude. Obama blow for blow. I'm saying that it's hypocritical when the motherfucker be like, I hate Iran because Islam is bad. Iran ain't the spokesperson for Islam. It just happened to be a country that's their main religion that's practices Islam. So you know what I mean? We're the country that says we don't mix religion with politics. You know what I mean? The old ways they do. Shit, don't say nothing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Show I don't, Okins. Smash that like. Smash that like, y'all. Hmm. Chilling. Know what I mean? Same old shit. Know what I mean? You say you drive a Hemi, pray for you. And oh, coons. You gotta cut the white supremacy shit out, fam. You trying to trace your history back to the coons. Are you any kin of the coons that was running the Bund, the Nazi over here in America when Hitler was in power? When we had the Bund, and it was ran by a brother, by a white guy by the name of Coons. My kid drives a Hemi too. I hear you. Right. What's up with the Hemis? I remember they was out. They've been out for like 15 years back in circulation, right? But y'all think they are the real Hemi engines that they put in the NASCAR cars and all, in the old school cars? You know what I'm saying? Trump already hinting to Hannity that he could run away from the Gulf, leave the nuclear dust, and claim a victory. Wow. I don't know if this answers your question, but which side am I from? I'm but half Turkish and half South African Dutch descent, but my race classification for the government is white. Okay, but see, being that half Turkish, you probably somewhere where the Swahili speakers at, but you can assimilate into the Afrikaners world. I understand it. Okay, so your peoples came over here. Your people's been here for a minute, 1690s, been in South Africa. What's up? Keep it real. I'm just chilling. What more can I say? Top billing. Just cooling. What's up with you? Just cooling. I'm still trying to work on my website. Who divided America? Let me see a thumbs up. If I get even just one thumbs up, or somebody say it's a go, Would you be in full support of the Who Divided America website? I mean, let me get it one thumbs up. Yo, Akeem Page, what's up with you? What's up with you? Hemi is just a head. It's about the flame wave pattern. So a hemispherical top for the expansion of energy. Okay, okay. You say same shit, different day, keeping it real. Akeem, how you family? Welcome back. You know what I mean? Always coming through showing that super support. They put like 3 or 4 different taxes on the gas. And come to find out they got the federal joint that Trump said he might be trying to get him to turn it off. But it's like 3 or 4 different taxes. It probably depends on what state you in. Some states probably ain't putting no taxes on them, but it depends on what state you in. Here in front of it's different. You say y'all get y'all shit regulated on a particular day here, whatever. You know what I mean, which way the wind blows is how the gas gonna be, and that's just truthfully. My kid has a TRX truck, so yeah, premium gas is out of control up here in Michigan. What's a TRX? I'm not, you know what I mean. Is that one of them big body trucks everybody's driving that look damn near bulletproof? For sure. Okay, it's a Toyota. Okay, 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 okay. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Inferno, do you have a tax on gas that if you involved in an accident or get hit by a car that the government pay? Hell no. The government ain't paying you for that shit. We got insurance for that, Inferno. We got insurance. Team Kamala will fix this. It was cool to say it, but you gotta not use so many capital letters. David Harrington, you say you ain't vote for this shit. Well, what did you vote for, David? And it's not the debate against you about it, just to get your opinion as an American on what you was looking for as opposed to what you get. Some states use enrolling conformity in which they automatically adopt federal tax changes as they occur. This approach keeps states and federal tax treatments aligned but can create unpredictability. Thank you for that, keeping it real all the time. That's what it is, family. I like that. On TRX, it's a Toyota subdivision in Asia. Get it's a different thing in the US. Okay, okay. I got you. A Dodge truck. So a TRX here is a Dodge truck. It's probably the same thing. You know, when you look at a it's what is that? It's a Hyundai. Is that a Hyundai that's out now? That shit look just like a Range Rover. That motherfucker bad. I mean, they catching up with the times. Even the most bullshit is the dopest. You know, you feel me? Yeah, we have insurance, but also if you become disabled, the government pays you a lump sum if you can no longer work because of the accident. We have disability, you have to go through certain little claims and prove your disability and stuff like that. So I'm in understanding what you're talking about, but you know what I'm saying? It's a little different here in America. Damn, he getting it in, Todd. He driving a Challenger Hellcat. Also, What's going on, gaming? Only King Gaming. What's up with you? Same if you die in an accident, whether you are the passenger or the driver, government pays a lump sum to the family for the loss of support. That's crazy. What if the person wasn't supporting the family? Do the family still get it? Just gratuity? Do they still get it? Smack that lap. Kurt Tuck Jack. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Is this what you voted for as an American? Yeah, they would still pay, but if you don't have people you financially support, then they would cover funeral expense. Okay. Another 1 trillion wiped off y'all stock market again today. And can you explain that, Devious? No, I'm definitely not suggesting you vote any kind of way. You vote though dealing with what's your demographics and analytics. I can't tell you how to vote. If I can, shit, vote for me. Right, Todd. But that is crazy that we should have the cheapest gas, all this shit we doing, well, the United States is doing, and the Trump administration snatching gas and doing all this shit. We should have the cheapest gas in the motherfucking world. Everything should be carte blanche. Gas, energy, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to Trump, I mean, I'm with it, but come on, show some results. I mean, as an American, I'm with it as an American because you know, if this shit works, we're the collateral damage. I don't want Trump to lose. I don't want him to fuck up because if he doesn't at least be successful with some of this shit, we're gonna suffer. You old as fuck, Tom Cornell. You goddamn 55, 56 years old. It was 36 cents. And how much was a hamburger from McDonald's? Probably what, 15 cents? What's going on, Tom? What was your favorite show in the 70s, Tom? He losing big support. Damn. Is this because of what Japan's doing with all those bonds and shit that they had for America? Out of the tech shit. This got something to do with Japan, don't it? True indeed, Tom Connor. I'm with you with the age ain't number the number. It's how you feel. Okay, Starsky and Hutch. Okay. I like Starsky and Hutch. Antonio Fargas was up there, Huggy Bear. Yeah. In the 70s, I'm gonna say my favorite 70s show was like that was coming on TV. Was I used to love in the 70s, I used to like to watch Gomer Pyle, Andy Griffith, Andy Griffith show, all the old 50s and 60s shits. I mean, Jerry, what's going on, Jerry? We should be getting everything in front of BJ and the Bear. Okay. BJ and the Bear was like that too. That was that trucking joint with the bear was a monkey, right? Okay. Hey, the honeymooners. Okay, okay, okay. I'm Mel and you're Alice. Okay. I like Lucille Ball. I love Lucy. She was crazy as fuck. Lucille Ball, the Little Rascals, McHale's Navy. Shit, what's the with the widget, the flying witch? My shit. Um, I Dream of Jeannie. Do 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 do. Do. You know what I'm saying? I Dream of Jeannie was crazy off the chain. Everybody had a alter ego that was a genie. That's what it is. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen and getting over there, turning on the notification bell too. Yeah, Lucille Ball was crazy as fuck. Oh, Bionic Man, Steve Austin, and the Bionic Woman. Yeah, yeah, Steve Austin. Shit, Dukes of Hazzard. That was more 80s, but the Dukes of Hazzard, Battlestar Galactica, all that shit. You said you didn't vote for it. You voted for the black lady. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Remember, Steve Austin was fighting the dude that was supposed to be the new robot to take his place. Yo, Buck Rogers, that was my shit. Wilma Darren, Buck Rogers, Tweaky, beep 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 beep. That shit was like that. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica though was my shit. Starbuck and them, Adama. Don't you know that that was sort of coming from the Anunnakis? It had some of the history in that shit. But see, America, you say it hated you to see something on the shelf and then you got to pay taxes because America, pardon me, America is a business and you got to pay for the commerce side of it. I mean, a lot of people don't understand it, but it's a business. You got to pay for the commerce side of it to do business here. He Man, yeah, He Man, Skeletor, Tila. Who was your favorite He Man character? I'm gonna say Manny Faces, Man at Arms, and um Thundercat. I mean, what was his animal name? I know it's Cringer. He turned into Battle Cat. Battle Cat. I just like that name. But He Man, you know what I mean? Skeletor, Many Faces, Beast Man. Yeah, I used to watch all that shit. Right, that's what I'm saying. He says he hated that after they tell you a price and then you got to go up to the register and they'll add on all kind of other prices. Man, we got hot food tax. Y'all do y'all have hot food taxes in South Africa? If you buy something that's been cooked, that's a hot food tax, and depending on where you at, how much it's gonna be. Yeah, Shira. Know what I'm saying? That was the female He Man, Shira. Smash that like they just made a hot rotisserie chicken on Snapbill. Shit, nah, they can't. You can't buy no rotisserie chicken with Snap. Damn, that's a lot of tax, 15%. And in layman terms, if you buying something for $115, I mean $150, 15% is gonna be $15. Hell no, that's too much. Okay, you can get the hot rotisserie chicken on Snapbill now, or you can't. Clutch Buster, you say you voted for all this shit. Smash that like. Why? What's up, Foamy? Foamy, I ain't heard from you in a minute. Foamy the squirt. What's up with you? What's going on, Cannon? Hoorah! What's going on with you, brother? How's you evening, man? Chilling. Damn, Clutch. Why so motherfucking anti-spick? You're Hispanics in Denver. They should go back to Texas. Why, Clutch? What are Hispanics doing to you? Okay, for me, that's what it is. Sending my condolences. You say your mama just died a little while. Okay, sending my condolences, fam. Sorry to hear that. Keep your head up. In my Tupac voice, and that's for real. Smash that light. That's what it is. But that's what it is for me. Sending nothing but blessings your way, homie. There's 30 of y'all in here, man. Double tap that stream. Let's get them lights up, man. Let's get them lights up. High gas, Iran war, no birthright. Did you vote for this shit? It's not all the bad metal. A lady born in 1891 remembers depression. She thought everybody was depressed. Shit, they was depressed. A hungry man is an angry man. Bob Marley told you that. Shit, you think they won't stress the fuck out? Back then, they were jumping out windows in 1929. They was losing their shirt, literally. Cannon says, my sincere condolences for me. Sorry to hear that from Todd. Make sure y'all double tap the stream. Make sure y'all get over and turn on the notification too, fam. So when we have these dope discussions and you get a chance to vent, because I'm neither here or there with it. I'm not um a Republican. I'm not pro Trump. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Democratic socialist. I'm an American, and all I'm trying to do is provide a, platform for you to conversate. You know, we got so much in common that we always come in and point out our differences. Or we point, you know what? We come in and we pinpoint who we hate. We'll come in and say, Obama fucked it up. Okay, he's a Republican. We'll come in and say, fuck Trump. Okay, he's a Democrat or a Democratic Socialist or Green Party or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? You said, no, this ain't what you voted for. So what did you vote for, Jingleberry? It is terrible to lose your mom. Political parties are not mentioned in the U.S. Constitution, which predate the party system. Said six. Hey, but we here now. Like Drake say, started from the bottom. Now we here. So it's too late to be talking about what was in sanction and what can't happen because it's popping. Oh yeah, you say you headed to the casino, my nigga Chuck. Which casino you going to? And when you go to these casinos, Chuck, I know you probably win a lot. I've seen some of your videos when you tore them up. But when you go to these casinos, do you set a limit for yourself? Like I'm gonna put a little bit in the purse and a little what they say, a little bit in the baggie, a little bit in the purse. That mean I'm gonna hide this shit so I don't go in there and go haywire. Because I'm gonna tell y'all a story. One time I had a broken leg. I was going with my homegirl to this casino. She was an avid gambler. I'm just going along with her. Okay, she says, "Hey, D, hey, E, hey, C, hey, B. Yo, BMC, hold this bag. I go, okay. Don't let whatever you do, don't let me spend this money. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take this and do this. Okay. Okay. Within 30 minutes, this lady had like $3,500. Within 30 minutes, she's back foaming at the mouth like a mule. Look like I also had it, you know. And okay, cool. She said, I know what I told you, but you think you just a little bit because that one machine. Okay, and mind you, I'm like, fuck it. This is your money. I give a little bit of the money out of the bag. Okay, here. Okay. This lady is back within 15 minutes, foaming at the mouth like a maniac. Like, really. And so we go in a back and forth. I said, hey, didn't you tell me that this was all you had and you got to pay your bills and your car payment and your rent? That lady said, give me my motherfucking money, nigga. Like this. And I'm standing and it's looking like some mafia shit because I got a broken leg, I got on a blue Adidas tracksuit, looking crazy. I mean, and I took the money and it was like a goddamn going, fuck up some commas, yeah, like a video. And it hit that hole with the shit. Like I just threw the money on the lady. Psh. Ain't nobody go get the money because you know the casino's not like on the movie. Everybody calm, but I just threw the shit on her ass. Psh. And I went outside. Do you know that that lady lost all her fucking money? And on the way back, I said, "Stop being McDonald's, bro. Can you back?" Hey, no, you just left a whole goddamn rent for 2 months, payment on a car, and all this shit. You probably would have hawked some of your jewels if you didn't think I would joke the fuck out of your ass the whole way we got back. You just hawked your whole life. You know what I mean? But you know what? That lady was a goddamn gambler because I seen her like 3 weeks later. The bitch had a brand new car. So some people can take those chances. I'm not doing it. But yeah, that's what it is for me. No doubt. Keep your head up. You say you lost your mother. And I normally take 500 to play, says Chucking and Jiving with, and I will lose it all and leave. That's right. Know your limits, fam. 500 is a bit much too. We got a customer that hides money under the floor mat so he don't take it in the casino with him. Every time he brings his truck, we always find like 800 just laying out under his mat. Wow. What are you are, the valet, Todd, or a mechanic or something, brother? Smash that like. Shout out everybody coming through. It's 47 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream. It's not the electric chair. I don't know why y'all feeling like y'all about to shot me or something. Okay, audio specialist. Okay, you special in putting in them in the speakers in the car and the different systems. What's the system that's going? I remember what's that system that started with a B Blanco back in the 80s? That was it. Why would you say somebody stole it? He said he found it. Sabry. That don't mean he took it. He just found it. He didn't say he took it. That's different. Finding it and taking it is two different things. You know how many people find shit and just leave it where it's at? You come here and say he stole it. You said you ain't never had. They say that when you go to Vegas, go to the side streets and play those casinos or Reno because you know what I mean. Got better odds. Yeah, I can't pronounce that, but it was that that German shit. Yeah. Woo. No, not JBC. The first one, that Blunkov. Bloomberg. Kenwood used to be tight too, but it was the first one with the B. JVC and Kenwood. You said Reno is the biggest little city in the world. That's what it is. Pioneer, but Pioneer seeming to be with some Radio Shack shit for real, fam. It was beating us with that Pioneer shit. Probably all of it. Was Pioneer Radio Shack brand? What was Radio Shack brand? I know they had the Radio Shack brand, but it was a particular uh brand that they used to have too. You remember Radio Shack brand? Hmm. Panasonic. Antonio Dominguez says, fuck Trump. Name 3 reasons you say fuck Trump. Yeah, now it's garbage. Yeah, realistic. Realistic. That was the name of their brand name on Radio Shack. Realistic. Yeah. Tell I called him in trying to tell I called him in trying to steal my Alpine. Remember, easy name drop Alpine. Okay. Blah oh fuck. Blah oh fuck. Blah oh fuck. Blah oh fuck. That's that they had some tight radios. But I think they just would say they was the best because ain't that's the brand that they used to put in Mercedes Benz and BMW. Yeah, realistic was Radio Shack. Thanks for that, Todd. Trump would like a large pizza. You just saying shit to get some attention. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? We fall down, but we get up. High gas, Iran war, no birth rate. Did you vote for this shit? Pioneer, yeah, Pioneer used to vote, and JVC. Who had that one naked face speaker in their room hooked to like a component set or receiver, and they used to blast? I did. I had that 112, maybe a horn. We have more in common than each other than elite uses blitz rhetoric, lies, and maga. Won't look up facts and believe media. Survive. What are you talking about? I want you on your meds. I don't give a fuck about Pizzagate, dude. I'm worrying about a large pizza tonight for dinner. Pizzagate is some bullshit, family. You say you voted for King. You say you voted for King Trump. You say you voted for King Trump, Captain Bird Hummer. Why would you voted for you voted for a guy to be king? Damn, what did you vote at? Because he was running for president. So if you voted for him to be King Trump, what the fuck you voted at? Chuck E. Cheese. Just like a motherfucking MAGA. You said you voted for King Trump. Where? Chuck E. Cheese, dude. I like that shit. Nightbot. Why'd you get that one with the pigs and shit? That was dope. My home rig was mainly Pioneer. There's 6 dick stackers. Okay. I remember that. The decks, remember they had it. That shit used to bang. God created war so Americans can learn geography. Mark Twain. No, I did not, but I was gonna vote for him. What difference would it make? Your Kenwood still working after 30 years. That's what it is. Well, most of that old stuff from 30 years ago still working. That's when they was putting a lot of heart into their products. Right now, this Timo shit break. Money elects presidents. Right, lobbyist. You're so right. John Jacob Jemer Heimer Schmidt. Yo, I gotta give you a jacket because you official. There's another one that he changed to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Hey, yeah, I used to say that shit in kindergarten. Yeah, I gotta put a jacket on you just for that dumbass name. Welcome in, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Smash that like. You say I love you too, bro. I mean, we said that like two old white skaters, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. That's what it is. I don't want to see you on my porch though. You said you love me, man. Well, salute John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I like that name, man, because remember the commercial when they had the nursery rhymes, and that was one of the songs that had uh Bingo, Bingo was his name. That what did that John Jingleheimer Schmidt was on that motherfucking same record back in the 70s that you can buy. I mean, you still smoking, baby? You want to roll up some more? Okay. Smash that like y'all. You say you remember that shit? I know. Remember Good Tarzan? Remember that crazy shit? Smash that like y'all. Shout me out. Smash that like y'all. What's going on? Yearly Sporky? Yeah, these Versace's. Smash that like. No, I can't get behind any trash human that is ideology for Al Aki Models Brigade. No thanks, I'm good. Okay, James. Just imagine the world hostage a fanatical Islamist. Why are y'all so against Islam, fam? Thanks, Todd. Thanks y'all for the in about 90, you know what I mean, days or so I'll be able to post the link again, but these shits is dope. I'll say, I mean, why do you say Trump is the greatest of all time cars? And it would have been cool if you would have had all those capitals. No capital letters, man. That's smell capital letters smell of streaming. Like hollering online and shit. Remember people used to put all caps, that mean they meant business. That motherfucker. The feds come to your house back in the day, you put some shit in all caps. Right. Fuck in caps. That's what that shit means. Now, y'all done broke it down. Y'all TikTok motherfuckers done broke it down to F. The fuck is up? Fuck, huh? Shit is crazy. Smash that like, man. 44 of y'all in here. 34 likes. The math ain't mathing with that one. Double tap the stream. It's not the electric chair. This shit is crazy, man. I voted for a beast, not a crook, and I got one. So what can you explain that? I voted for a beast, not a crook, and I got one. Says, what's your name? Willie Ledge. Willie Ledge. Is that a play on Willie Lynch? That dry humor. Smash that like. But why is Trump the greatest of all time? What qualifies Donald Trump as the greatest of all time? And somebody came in here earlier and said they voted for King Trump. I like to know which ballot they were voting on. He was running for president, not king. You said he's the greatest grifter. Sierra Arms. Name 3 things that would qualify him as the greatest grifter. And it's not to debate any of y'all. I asked them in opposition 3 things that makes him the greatest, and I want you to give me 3 things that makes him a grifter. My opinion is that if we as Americans could just listen to one another without prejudice and respect others' opinion and just have normal conversation, maybe we could come together someday. I like that, Todd. And that's, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about too. Like, meet in the middle with this shit. Okay, you don't like gravy, I don't like tomatoes. You know what I mean? Let's meet in the middle. Make this shit Alfredo. You feel me? Um, it is what it is. And until we as Americans can establish what is an American. Can somebody tell me what's one common denominator? Oh, that's an American. Because you know it's tall Americans, short Americans, you know, brown Americans, white Americans, green Americans, god damn it. Benjamin Franklin's, that is. You know what I mean? Do y'all know that there's a fucking $10,000 bill? Did y'all know that crazy shit? Liberals cry me a fucking river. How long did you take to write that? Liberals cry me a fucking river. You know you serious about your politics, liberals. Wow. Trump for life. Life without for parole. Don Hardin says. But why? Y'all keep saying y'all worse than um somebody that's trying to help support a prize fighter. It's all accolades, but you don't say why. He's the greatest of all time. He's the king of kings. But you don't explain why. Don't you see how fanatical that sounds? They can send you a $10,000 bill. They sure can. They can send me too. What y'all feelings on Donald Trump about to put his name on a dollar bill? He done lost his motherfucking mind. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. Lost his motherfucking mind. The 10,000 bill featuring the portrait of President Lincoln's Secretary of the Treasury, Salmon P. Chase, was the highest denomination U.S. currency ever to be publicly circulated. Thank you for that information, keeping it real. That's what I'm saying. I got to put a jacket on you for that one because that was dope. And that $10,000 bill is crazy, ain't it? Thank you for that information, fam. The King of Kings was Haile Selassie, and also David, King of Israel and Judah, was the King of Kings, and everybody in his bloodline are considered the King of Kings, dude. What's going on, Godfather? What's going on, Godfather? Greetings, konnichiwa. They probably don't even say konnichiwa in Japan no more. That shit probably so commercial. They weren't liberals either. They were just a bunch of ruffians who had to make $1 out of 15 cents. They went to war with the bosses and won. You know, it happens, especially when they were street. Remember, none of them fucking people that participated in the Revolutionary War and all that was really cultured. They were the motherfucking offspring of indentured servants and, you know what I mean, upstarts. So they all people all from the streets always fight better than people in from the suburbs, and it just is what it is. Because out of the hunger, you know, you come up fighting for every scrap that you can get, so your scrap game be hella. Especially if you come from, I mean, where shit was scarce. You know what I mean? But you off the night Godfather. That's what it is. But yeah, the founding fathers. It's so much myth about these guys. You'll never really even know, fam. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me up. Smash that like, y'all. It is what it is. Nah, I was partaking with my babies, fam. I had to mute it on purpose. I'm cutting back on the hours that I work now, mostly just for this. Okay, Godfather. Chill Cole says, nope. I know you ain't vote for high gas, Iran war, no birthright. I know you ain't vote for this shit, man. You said Trump fucked this world up. No, no. What's going on with you? You was in here last night while I'm out. You was damn near about to goddamn go goddamn neo-Nazi last night. No, no. Trump fucked up this world. You got that right. Chill Cole says Trump is the Satan of the world. He ain't saying he's just Trump. You can't put a name on him, but what the name is, he's Trump. All that Satan shit, Satan made up. Satan is a guy, a red motherfucker with horns, a tail, and a pitchfork. I mean, it's so much mythology behind that, and kind of find out Satan might be God. I mean, God got to put the fear of God in you, so therefore He'll give you characters like Satan. If God creates everything, therefore as you if you use your theology, he created Satan too. It's like the brain is the only organ that named itself. You understand? Let me ask y'all a question too. Okay, if you're deaf and you're blind, right, and you come into this world and you learn to finesse and finagle, what language do you talk to yourself in? If you never heard somebody speak, you never seen anybody speak, and you're still able to function and move and tell yourself to do things. What language do you think you talk to yourself in? You ever thought of that? Smash that light. And that's something that nobody would never be able to prove unless it's some way that you feel me? Because if you're deaf, you can say you red lips and vibration. And if you're blind, vibration, and you still can hear, and you can form and fashion the language. But to be deaf and blind, what language do you talk to yourself in? Yeah, I know it's called inner voice, but what language is that inner voice? You feel me? What language is that inner voice? Because we only learn the language of the land that we're in. That's the only reason we speak English or the patois that we call English, because this ain't English. I mean, it's what's it? I don't know if it's in Currituck, Gloucester, or somewhere like that, where they have these fishermen in America that speak what is closer to the Queen's English and the King's English than the motherfuckers in the UK, because they've been so isolated with their vocabulary. I can't think of the name of it, but it's off of the Chesapeake Bay. Smash that like. That is a good question, ain't it, Todd? And I know that it's called the inner voice, keeping it real. But what language do you talk to yourself in? Do you communicate? Because when you talk to yourself, you are the person that you talk to the most yourself. So be careful what you tell yourself. You are the person that talks to yourself the most. You always got something to say too. So be careful what you tell yourself. That's all I say. You got the most influence on yourself, family. But what language is that deaf and blind person communicate to themselves in? Smash that like. It's 21 of y'all in here. 25, y'all fluctuating. Unrealized gains. Double tap that screen though. Leave a comment below on what language do they tell themselves, for all y'all in the chat screen. If you're deaf and blind, what language do you communicate to, especially being a baby? Seven Gator, what's good? What the other five Gators at? We found that one the other day. What was the talk to themselves? Huh? They don't talk to themselves. Who, the Gators? Deaf and blind people. Oh, you sat there trying to do some of that shit. They got to. Because they do. They don't just sit there. They be knowing shit. Deaf and blind motherfuckers be overcoming shit. How do they do it? And what language are they doing this shit? You sat there and thought of that shit. I like that. Okay. They still fossilized. Right. What language do deaf and blind people talk to themselves in, and they never heard the language? Right, they learn to speak in Braille, but how did they learn to interpret the Braille? You understand what I'm saying? What language are they telling themselves to learn it if they never heard sounds? What language are they telling themselves to learn? Persian language. What's a Persian language? Like Farsi? Persians speak Farsi. They speak Pushni. Pushni for they got their Afghanistan in them, but the Farsi is the traditional Persian. Also Kurd, Arabic, of course, with the Islam. Some people do not have an internal monologue. Isn't that nut? Who doesn't have an internal monologue? Is some people out here that they don't talk to themselves in their mind. God damn, I know that's a lonely motherfucker. If they don't talk to themselves, they got they're gonna be like stoic as a mother. That's crazy. That's crazy. They don't talk to themselves. Okay, I got you. I believe that. So imagine blind and deaf people either don't or not from birth. It's their childhood voice or mother, fathers. Man, I'm talking about somebody born blind and deaf. What language are they communicating in themselves in? But Our food harvest in this country gonna be the smallest since 1970. Marte, you say Farsi is a 5,000-year-old language. I know. You think that's the language that was spoken when Alexander the Great came over here with his switch hitting ass and the king hit him from the back? You think that's the language that was spoke to Alexander the Great? Smash that like DVS. Answer that question with your motherfucking Inspector Gadget ass. Straight out of Australia, mate. What language do a blind and deaf person talk to themselves in? And when they never heard language and they don't know how to pronounce the words or whatever, how do they communicate to themselves? Because they hear English. I just told you they're blind and deaf. Certainly language all the time, it will be braille in their language so they can interpret. Multi-sensory mapping. They say it is multi-sensory mapping. Okay, like burst of energy. I get that. Okay, DVS. I knew you would come up with some shit. Okay, brain burst. It's not actually a language. It's a motor skill. It's telling them to do it. And I mean, it's a motor, like brain skills. You feel me? And like my queen said, a learned behavior with the motor skills. So when that happens, that means this is gonna happen. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, got it. Multi-sensory mapping. You came in here with some new shit, Chris. Let me ask you something. Give me your interpretation of augmented reality. Because you know what? People keep hollering about AI. Augmented reality is, I'm noticing that word is, those two words are coming up alongside AI. Smash that like. Seven Gator says, BMC, you ever see the sounds of words or music transferred to sand around waves or videos? It's accurate to our trips in the past. I will admit that. Okay. I mean, I can like look at sounds and tell what a particular word is, especially if it sounds that I created. I'm familiar with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, what is their eternal dialogue? Just sister, right? It's just burst of light, like sort of like they show you what the universe is. They show you that the universe is a bunch of fucking dying stars and revolt planets, cold planets, and um crab nebulas and shit. It don't even like nothing's going on. When you look out of space, you're like, damn, who the fuck? What the fuck is going on? All that shit out there ain't shit. You can't believe it's just a bunch of shit swirling and popping and you know what I mean? Republicans got brain damage. P99. Name three reasons you think that Republicans got brain damage. So I tap your hands in specific ways to equate an idea. The brain recalls those sensory inputs. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. My queen said that. Repetitive. You know what I mean? Keep doing something, and then you'll realize this. Oh my God, that's the same with anything. That's why people that play video games. That's why they want the 18 to 43-year-old people, because with repetition, the motherfuckers will be dropping bombs and killing shit, and they are desensitized to murder and all that shit. Because all they do is play Call of Duty all day, where they murk motherfuckers. Hey Jimmy, you kill me! Shut the fuck up! It's nothing. They already got PTSD from Call of Duty, so it's nothing. And that's why they're making it so they can smoke weed too. You see, I can name 20 reasons probably, but I won't get paid for that time. Right? Okay. Any black maggots out there that think they're a part of MAGA is absolutely priceless. Why you say that, Mike? Why can't they be a part of MAGA? I mean, that's the problem with Americans. You always trying to limit somebody else in their thinking. I say, hey, if you're a black MAGA and it works for you, it works for you. Do it works for you. See, it'll be the ones that try to weaponize what they believe in against somebody else that I don't fuck with. If you try to weaponize, hey, don't believe in it because I don't believe in it. I could give a fuck what you believe in. Maybe the data and analytics and my upbringing and what happened to me pushes me more toward that. You understand what I'm saying? So when somebody comes in and say, I know they're not supporting MAGA, hey, I know they are because it's their right. That's what we have to do as Americans, get on the same accord with respecting each other's boundaries and beliefs. We too busy. I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, you know what I mean? We have to be, we're here. You know what I mean? Smash that like, share me out. I found the answer and it's crazy. What's the answer? What's the answer? And leave it underneath this too. Okay, Chris says AI is dependent on framework. You got the second tier AI, which is HUDs within Google Glass style. Okay, ingress to the previous augment. Okay, sort of like the fucking replicator from Star Wars. I mean, the replicator from Star Trek. You saying yes? You do the what, Brian Florinery? Look at you. You do relax. It's only politics. No, relax. It's only a herpes sore on your lip, motherfucker. Go sit down somewhere and take a nap. Take some ibuprofen for that shit, homie. B and C, I only care what other people think when it impacts the rights of others, people where I live, and that happened immensely in Trump's turn right. Or when they weaponize shit. He is German and he came over. Who is German? Nathaniel Wilson? It doesn't matter if he's German. If you're talking about Trump, he's president now. The way y'all be like, Obama ain't American. I don't give a fuck. He been the president now. He said straight out that he doesn't give a shit. He said that the other day. He did not think about the financial situations of Americans. You think he cares about you? Hell no. You think he care about you? Shit. They don't care about none of us. What's goody, Eddie? Keeping it real says deaf people think in ASL, finger spelling and images. Deaf people also imagine hearing people signing instead of speaking in the mind. But what about deaf and blind? Never seen nobody doing that. You know what I mean? Remember it was cool to learn the fucking sign language? That shit went out. Like, remember motherfuckers used to learn. That's a good like Spanish sign language. That's a good language to learn. That'll make you bilingual. I7 Gator, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for always coming through with that support. Stay strong, real Americans. We don't want Trump anymore. That's what it is. Sassy Mo, what's up, player? You said good answer, keeping it real. When has any government cared about the citizens of that government? Never. Never. They ain't never gave a fuck. Ditto, Sassy Mo. That's old school as fuck. Ditto. Smash that like. Share me out, man. What's Trump been saying since the little Chinese buffet he went to the other day? Trump was walking through China like he was at a Chinese buffet, looking around. Trump was looking at them Chinese motherfuckers like he was at a buffet. Mommy, call me. Sassy Mo. Trump was walking around that shit like he was at a buffet. Is they bringing any more? They bringing any more crab legs out? Him and that goddamn Xi Jinping. They was drunk as a bitch. They got in there toasting and everything. Y'all ain't see that shit? Donald Trump gave him a toast. He gave Donald Trump a toast. What the fuck was they thinking? They was bent. Hey, back at the Jing Wang. And Donald Trump was, Jinping, that's my friend. What the fuck? That shit, did y'all see that? That's why I stay in the library because I know I won't see any red hats in there, right? They say that most of the MAGA are just rural people of no education that's looking for somebody to follow. It was tired of the Democratic machine. And also, the Democrats got a bunch of black people on it. So I guess white people that don't like black people are follow behind Donald Trump because you know what I mean. I had to laugh at Hedgepeth trying to act like he was tough to Z as if he was intimidated, right? And don't you know where he was at? Hedgepeth, he was with Donald Trump and them. Don't you know where Z was at? He was at home. He could have sent the dogs on them niggas at any time. I told y'all that if I was Donald Trump, any of them motherfuckers, what's his name? Elon Musk, any of them. Elon Musk like he was on ketamine too. He was sitting at the dinner table just geeking out. What the fuck? But any of the motherfuckers, I would have sent a body double. I'm not doing it. I can't go for that. No, no can do. I can't go. I can't go for it. I would have sent a body double because that was risky. All of them, all of that money that was in there, if the Chinese motherfuckers wanted to pull a goddamn jack move, that was the perfect time. Right down. 50, 80 y'all in here, man. Double tap that stream. Damn. Ain't no wrong with the massage parlor talk. You say Jinping and them hit the massage parlor with Trump. Them motherfuckers 80 years old. How old is Xi Jinping? And see how they be like Trump 6'3"? Is Xi Jinping tall too? Sassy Mo says, but guess what? Those same white people will get mad at black people who are MAGA if the people who side with the left wins right. They'll get and all those black MAGAs, I hope they ready for the motherfucking, you know what I mean, the backlash when Donald Trump is not in power. You know what I mean? That shit is going to be crazy because you picked the losing hand. Just because it looks like they might win, motherfuckers gonna flip them and pull a dime out of nowhere. But I just say the person that follow up behind Donald Trump is gonna be more bullshit if he sticks to the MAGA's plan, or it's gonna be total bullshit if he tries to come in and change everything that Donald Trump has changed back. That shit, whoever it is, they just gonna be practicing to be the president because they're gonna be trying to change most shit back. It ain't by the time it's over, they're gonna be out of that motherfuckers will be somebody else. Now wait a minute, let me get my turn. You know what I mean? How about that handshake? Yeah, the Chinese, the one behind the Chinese buffet, goddamn it. And you see that his wife didn't come with him, and none of his daughter-in-law, tall as fuck, came with him. I thought it was his wife when I looked closer. It was his daughter-in-law. Maybe she's trying to learn the family business. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But the handshake was bullshit. I ain't shaking your motherfucking hand. I came to talk business. We shake hands after the deal. That Chinese buffet ain't shit. Trump walking through China like he had the temple to heaven like he about to go to the Chinese buffet. Cause y'all know that's the picture that's in all the Chinese buffet. That temple that Donald Trump was at, that temple to heaven, that white big cylindrical temple. Yeah, that's the shit that's at all the buffets. Donald Trump was thinking he going to the buffet. How's the crab legs here? That shit crazy. It's a big yeah, the oligarchs, the same people that was standing up there when he got put in office, inauguration. All them motherfuckers is they time to shine. They went with him to China. He fulfilling the deal. China wouldn't. Their smart play is proving that they are the stable government and option for the world, while Trump is erratic. Z is projecting calm and stable. Shit, that's the ones you got to worry about. Them calm and stable motherfuckers. At least Trump, it is what it is. He's transparent in his his ludicrous shit. But Z all calm. You never know what you get from him. So that's the motherfucker you got to watch anyway with his calm ass. Sugar and salt. That shit look the same from. You know what I mean? Republicans need to learn where they're sending their money. Everybody need to learn where they're sending their money at, bro. What are you talking about? Just Republicans. Brack. And you know anybody that's coming through here that's a content creator, text the letters lowercase BMC and Nightbot to drop your link to where your content is. Nobody ain't gonna know where your content is if you don't come in and have your promotion, and it's cool over here. So text the letters BMC lowercase Nightbot to drop your link, homie. Sort of like this. Let me explain to you. A lot of people, you know what I mean, deaf and blind. I don't know what language y'all speaking in. What y'all say that language was? Deaf-a-word, sister-word. You know what I mean? But yeah, here you go, like this. And Night about to drop your shit for all the content creators. Hey fam, support. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to promote or you're trying to get your stripes up, you know what I mean? We might can get you 1,000 over here. And everybody that's, I mean, you see somebody drop a link, make sure y'all get over there and show that support. I mean, all it takes is that one sometime to give people inspiration to keep going. So, you know what I mean? Don't cheat yourself. You know what I mean? Treat yourself. You feel me? Trump saw some new designs for him to build is all. You can't disrespect people that expect them to help you. Trump is crazy as hell. You see how he be disrespecting those people that's the reporters and what they call it, the White House press corps. He be talking. She told the lady she won't shit. Well, that's why you'll never be nothing. Then, huh? Dude, you said everything that got there going. You're not supposed to say to an American, especially being in the executive position. Your whole thing should be to uphold American pride and dignity. He that boy terrible. Zindian Creative says liberals really do love kings and dictators. They're still for kings in Congress, and they support the IGRC Iranian leadership, who the Iranian people hate. The Iranian people do not hate it. Why do you come in with the false information? What does kings and dictators got to do with Iran? Nah, what did he say to Vance and Rubio? And you see them shoes he got them wearing? Carnell Smith. You see the shoes that Donald Trump got the people in his cabinet wearing. They say he says he can guess their shoe size and he brings in shoes and shits and give them shoes and they wear them. Motherfuckers walking around with Dumbo shoes on. Right, Sassy Mo. He don't give a fuck about nobody. That motherfucker just doing shit, man. It's 53 of y'all in here and it's 51 likes. Man, let's get them likes up to 100. Right now, fam. Smash it, man. Yin yang in this thing. Yin yang in this thing. And you know, we still got the dump uh Trump shirts over there too, man. Hit my channel for the link to get your dump Trump shirt. Yo, that fake phone shit is crazy. Ronald McRubio with these clown shoes, right? Devious. True Sassy Mo he had cause he got people on his shit that's from YouTube people and all that shit. Dude. uh, Is it Sassy Mo? Zandia, Trump, Putin, Kim Jong Un talking to New World Order to the woodshed. Trump is only capable of fooling stupid people, says Family Chan. Carnell Smith says Democrats got to do something too if they covering up for crime. Democrats doing as much as crime as Republicans. But MAGA is the new improved politician. Stay on your knees, MAGA. The phones are coming, says Brack Show. Brack Show, you fucked with the stream too. You came back in here and said that shit. That's what it is. Thanks for your support, man. There are no sides in government for real. Same fucking bird, different wings, same shit gonna be on your car, boy. They just fight for who gonna get the motherfucking issue to shit out. You know, who gonna be able to make the most cheese this year. But all of them get a cut. You best believe that. That's why you don't hear them going too hard on each other, because all of them, it depends on who you listening to, how much money you gonna make. Man, Iran-Contra was Oliver North. And y'all know they sold weapons to Iran back then. Israel and the United States by way of third party ex-military mercenary dude that did it. And Oliver North told on their ass. Also explained the cocaine connection with the Iran-Contra shit where they were supporting one side that was supposed to have been democracy to keep the democratic socialists and the socialists out of fucking Central America and South America. Iran versus the Contras, and they was bringing them the cocaine and all that shit. Epstein ain't shit, y'all. If y'all think they stopped getting freaky and doing all that weird shit because Epstein gone, nah, dog. He was a fucking diversion. They got probably 50 Epsteins if they really in power. You think they gonna put all their motherfucking freaky secrets and all this shit in one motherfucking crack of hands? Them motherfuckers probably got 500 goddamn Epsteins out there. You feel me? So y'all keep worrying about that shit. What you need to be trying to get to where they putting all that motherfucking money. And then after the money, when you can get yourself comfortable, then you try to get you a little piece of that power. Keep worrying about keep Epstein, man, fuck that shit. You think they stopped, you know what I mean, trying to do all that freaky shit because Epstein gone. Y'all late in the game, man. What about the two Rubens brothers that just got knocked off about 6 or 7 months ago out of New York? The Rubens, they was way past Epstein and his bullshit. But y'all still study tunnel vision. Epstein. And they steady motherfucking blowing up goddamn Mosul and all these motherfucking spots. Taking money and ain't even breaking bread, but you worried about Epstein. Come on, man. Exactly. Epstein gone, fam. They got some, it's a new Epstein now. See, what grown man types something like that, Edison? But you can do it, Edison the director. Now you trying to be the new Chud the builder. Look at this shit. Spread them cheeks, big boy. I'm itching for some love. If you're itching for some love, that means you want your ass fucked. Talk about your ass is itching. What kind of shit is that? What kind of grown man writes that? Some motherfucking clown. You my super your titty ass looking nigga. Go sit down, man. Have a drink, man. What grown man does that? Yeah, it's $1 billion worldwide industry. Leon Black started using them. He owns Victoria's Secret. No one's saying you wrong. Well, Victoria's Secret gave they say Epstein a fucking island and all this money. But you know, Epstein, besides being the pimp and all that stuff they say he was doing, he also was a hedge fund director, you know what I mean, juggling the motherfucking, you know what I mean, hundreds of thousands of millions. That's what Victoria's Secret is, ain't it? That Victoria is actually a guy. Smash that like, man, half the world is implicated. Our government ain't shit. They got Fergie. Fergie was implicated. Even um Andrew. Imagine who else, because they supposed to be able to have some equity. Imagine all the other royals and supposed to be money people in Europe that was got there going down with all that shit. That shit's some bullshit, right? The beauty pageants. You know what I mean? You said MAGA. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Tom. Name 3 reasons why you came in here and said MAGA. And it's not the debate. I'm just trying to find out where you at as an American. Yeah, that it, was it worth it, Prince Andrew? They did him like Scarface. Remember what Michael Corleone told Fredo, and he told the people, he said, don't lay a hand on him while my mama living. You feel me? We'll get at his ass. It'll hurt my mama if one of her kids was to die before she, you know what I mean? It'll hurt her. She always lost Sonny. You know what I mean? Don't hand his head while my mom's living. You know what I mean? So then, when mama was gone, you see they had Fredo on the boat while they go fishing. Sleeping with the fishes like Luca Brasi. You feel me? And that's what Charles did. But mainly, I don't think it was Charles, because Charles from the old school, he done seen a lot of dirt done. He done did a lot of dirt. He dragged the fuck out of Prince Diana for that goddamn horse face lady. He dragged the fuck out of it. That you know what I mean? They say money can't buy you love. The Beatles, his own people told him that. But his son, who is gonna be slated to be the king of England after Charles, pulled that punch because he got them kids. You can see that's fucking William all day. William pulled that. I don't fucking like Andrew with his creepy ass. You know what I mean? Maybe Andrew might have tried some on one of his kids or did some lecherous shit, but that's William all day. You know what I mean? Charles, you know what I mean? He a conservative. Remember when he was advocating to smoke weed in the 70s and all that shit. So he a little bit more free spirited. But William, he that motherfucker about to be king. He don't want Andrew around. He Philip, whoever the fuck it is. I don't fucking like him. I don't want him around. Well, shit, the UK ain't so much Europeans no more. Remember that though, Sassy Mo. The UK, they say they done been infiltrated by Sharia law and motherfuckers from Punjab. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. He was praised Jesus' name more than any president. He has brought the work back to the USA, and he has stopped all useless. Who, Tom? Tom Autry. Who the fuck is you talking about? Huckleberry Finn. Because it ain't Donald Trump. All that bullshit you just said. You said he has praised Jesus' name. Praising Jesus' name ain't gonna feed our motherfucking kids, dog. I ain't never heard Donald Trump praise Jesus' name. You know, most Christians don't. Because that, I mean, it's just backwards with y'all Bible Belt motherfuckers, man. You come in talking about he has praise. What does that do? How does that help the economy? And I know some of y'all staunch religious people like, oh my God, what is Black Money talking about? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. A lot of y'all Christian by name only. You don't do nothing godly. You just use that as a fucking, I am a Christian. I got a Bible by my bed. That Bible's a fucking pillow, motherfucker. Look at Tom. You the one came in here with the bullshit. Donald Trump ain't gonna help you feed your kids. But you came in here talking about he praised Jesus' name more. How the fuck do you sound, dude? Right, we don't feed hungry kids because billionaires need more money. The poor girl, Virginia Godfrey, recently committed suicide. She was a girl in the photograph with Prince Andrew and one of the first who, okay. Now they try to use Jesus very bad. Donald Trump is very disrespectful of Jesus. Man, Jesus is a mythological character, man. Until Jesus pops up and says, "Hey, that was me hanging on the cross. I got daggone did that fish and bread shit. I brought Lazarus back." You know what I mean? And that night at the party when I said usually I don't do this, but keep the party going and I made that fucking water that turned the wine, that was me. With them 12 with the you know what I mean, them 12 disciples with me, you know what I mean? And the old Magdalene, Mary and them, that was me, fam. Until Jesus comes back and says that, I don't know. I'm not. That's just me. I deal in logic, family. I deal in logic, and there's no disrespect to anybody that does it. But until Jesus does that, I won't believe it. Right. The object now is to find a job that's AI proof up until you can get all the chips you need to go somewhere else that's AI proof. You got to find a lifestyle that's AI proof right now. But you better find a lifestyle that's AI proof. If AI can do it, they're not gonna need you, and that's including living. And that's real, Devious. It's just a matter of time that the company can get the loan to assimilate into AI. Even computer jobs are done. Done. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Ain't this crazy? They'll have $1 billion and want to give a motherfucker a day off. Smash that like, y'all. Make sure y'all turn on the notification bell too, so when we have these discussions, you can engage in, because the current events they change about an hour. So, what I mean, ain't no telling what we might be talking about tomorrow. You know what I mean? Today is what it is, and we in the fucking throes of what Trump is gonna come back saying the Chinese people told him and they loved him and that he liked it. The chow mein noodles at the buffet because he was thinking that big ass building. Next time you go in the buffet, look around. I bet you they have a big ass glass mural of that fucking temple of heaven in your local buffet. I don't go to buffets. There's too much MSG in there, but I do frequent the Chinese restaurant. Same shit, but a little more I can control it. The buffet, everybody putting their hands on that shit and all that shit. I mean, the Chinese food cook the shit hot and put it in the box. But that fucking temple of heaven is all over the place, man. Donald Trump thought he was going to the motherfucking Big Sun buffet, Mongolian barbecue or some shit. For the love of money, you won't have your own brother. For the love of money, you won't have your own. Do things, do bad things. What's going on, Nelly? Rosh Putt? What's up? Yep. The Apprentice, that was one of my shows. You're fired. Smash that like, y'all. High gas, Iran war. Did you vote for this? Where's MAGA? Where's MAGA? MAGA done came through here tonight, though. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Obama needs his job back. And who divided America? Like I said, make sure y'all turn on the notification bell. Getting over there showing their support. Joshua Bradshaw, what's going on? That's when he was broke and made it look like he had a lot going on for right. He was no less like a rapper. That was his album. Each one of those episodes was a single. That's what he was pushing. He made a lot of contacts through that shit though, and that's where he first caught their eye. Say, hey, this guy can act. He's acting like a CEO. Let's put him in the biggest CEO job on the planet, Executive Office of the United States President. And that's crazy. That's probably where they first said, yeah, because Zelensky was an actor also. The guy from Ukraine, he was a motherfucking actor. You said Trump putting China first, space does. What's going on with you? But yep, that's when he was broke. Right, well, he got a job as acting as a president. The army is really in charge. All these moves smell of the army. All of these moves smell of the army. I'm just keep it real. What Cool J said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Smash that light. Zelensky. They say Zelensky, why is he getting the fucking Nobel Peace Prize? They just throw that shit around. That shit come with a check too. MAGA, all there is Hollywood. MAGA, that's all they got, and it's Hollywood. That's crazy. And Donald Trump gonna get his ass because Donald Trump wanted that shit. And now Zelensky getting a check for life. He getting him a look. No, what is it now? What's the Nobel Peace Prize coming with? Was it 300 or something? Because I know Martin Luther King. What Martin Luther King get? 300,000. Let me see something. And I bet y'all didn't even know the Nobel Peace Prizes came with a check. That shit come with some bread. What they paying Nobel Peace Prize winners now? What is coming with? How much? How much you get? And then it's ironic they give you a Nobel Peace Prize, and Nobel was famous for making dynamite, blowing shit the fuck up. That shit crazy. Like the boy that come through here, Crimson. The irony of that bullshit. How much do you get? How much money for that Nobel Prize? Because I had the statistic, the stat one time because Martin Luther King got that bread. That's what it is. Man, the prize money for 2025 is set at Swedish krona 11 million per full Nobel Prize. 11 million in Swedish krona. What the fuck is that? Okay, I can't read this shit, but the prize amount since 19 goddamn, you can see this shit from one of the motherfuckers got $10 million. Well, that was in that 19 something money, but it come with a good little piece of change. Do your own research. You ain't about to nigga Google me, dog. Smash that like. Trump gonna snap Sassimo when he found out this motherfucker, the same motherfucker I brought to the fucking. He about to bring Zelensky back up there after he get the Nobel Peace Prize and shake him up and take the shit. Immediately after getting on his plane from U.S. China summit, Trump called PM Takahashi right away to tell her I didn't promise anything. How did you know that? Did you see that? Did you see him say he did that, or is just talk? And who is Premier Taki Achi? Who is that? Akachi Achi from Taiwan or Japan? It says Asiatic, but Takai Achi. I think I saw some of what you're talking about, but he can't make a promise to China that he better stay out of China business with Taiwan because China is not really saying nothing about him encouraging with the Iranian people. You said you wish we had a president as noble and brave as Zelensky. Zelensky is a fucking actor. Space Dust. He's not real with it. He's a fucking actor. It's Friday night, y'all. Make sure y'all get over there and drop some of that money off to your respective communities before you give it all to corporate America. Also, the Black Money Corp has the Cash App posted. Make sure you get over there and drop some of it off over there too. The Zelensky should get the Nobel Peace Prize for giant balls standing. Zelensky ain't standing up to Russia. America proxy war them. You know that Russia and Zelensky is cousins. They ain't really having no war. They're having a rift. You know that Zelensky has to redo a Russian oil pipeline that goes through Ukraine because they damaged it and didn't have to allow that Russia to pump oil through it to satisfy a contract they have with like Lithuania and one of these other Latvian Slavic countries. That shit crazy. They know what the fuck they doing. They haven't killed over 300 no Russians because ain't no Russians been at war. Ukraine been fighting people with the Wagner group that's signing on from all these countries, people that's in prison, people from off the streets. They, you know what I mean, for whatever particular reason, Koreans, but no Russian soldiers. You know, that's why they killed the dude that was the head of the Wagner group when he turned the weapons on motherfucking Moscow because he was beefing with the other Russian army generals because they're not sending Russian soldiers out there. They're sending anybody they can get. People out there got a 6 week shelf life. If you can manage to survive 6 months, that's when they say you get the payout and all that shit. So they say I wouldn't trust them, but they're sending the motherfuckers on. That's why I told y'all they need American soldiers ain't going to bust no guns. They're going to do that shit with them fucking joysticks and them drones and stuff. And you know the Americans, y'all the best that ever done it with y'all lazy ass. Y'all smoke a bag of that good and sit at that motherfucking computer console all day and Call of Duty motherfuckers to death. You know every weapon. You're even if you have to go ground, y'all all got guns on you now. You know little kids with guns. You know what I mean? Sitting there playing the game eating motherfucking cupcakes and smoking weed. That's why they say it's linear. You gotta think, why is he allowing them to be 43 years? 43 years old is washed the fuck up if his boots on the ground and is stuck in his way to be drafted, and you expect him to go do some hand-to-hand combat shit. You're not gonna get that out of a 40-year-old motherfucking American. 40-year-old American is still playing PS5, good as a motherfucker at it, and desensitized to bombing a motherfucker because that's all they do on that shit. They got drones and AI and all that shit. They got drones and shit on fucking Call of Duty. So you know, is a nigga right now droning the fuck out some shit. Chuck, what's up with you, family? The check is $1.7 million, which ain't shit in American dollar, sassy. Damn, they done got your money already, Chuck. God damn, you just went, Chucky. You just went in there, Chuck. Who was it? What happened? It was them goddamn fish tables, won't it? Man, many of the Roman soldiers are they leaving because they fucking criminals and shit. Okay. So you bet big off top. That's crazy. The Budapest Memorandum states that United States is bound to defend Ukraine. Man, y'all know about Budapest. Budapest is actually two cities. The Buddha side and the Pest side, and there's a bridge that joined them together. I mean, to make the territory they call Budapest. Did y'all know that Budapest is two, and one is in Asia and one is in Europe? They consider smash that like y'all. Share me out. 35 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 100, man. Let's get this video up to 100. And leave a comment below on the high gas, the Iran war, no birthright. Did you vote for this? What, you know what I mean? Smash that like also. That's not the electric chair. We on the road to 100 likes with this one. So far tonight, 7,121 people came through, whether they stayed a minute or 10 minutes. Greatly appreciated so far. That's what it is, man. Doing numbers on the air. Let's take the poll too, y'all. Trump approve 40%. Disapprove 51%. 50-50, 3%. It's Obama Biden and the Dems fault. 6%. I'll go for it if you do. Smash that like, man. Like my peoples in the church say, won't he do it? Won't he do it? You feel me? You see how the mantras and You know what I mean? The shit, you know what I mean? But doesn't that sound super positive and powerful? I'd rather deal with somebody that's pushing that than didn't he do it and he's gonna do it. You know what I mean? Smash that like. You said Trump violated the Budapest Memorandum, right? He done violated the Warsaw Pact, all that shit. The Geneva Convention. Jorge says Trump is destroying our country again. This idiot is spending $2 billion a day for nothing. Hey, true indeed. Is he gonna charge it to the game? Are we gonna fuck around and have to pay Iran reparations? What's going on, April Showers? What's going on with you? Slingblade says you liberals have no idea of what Trump has coming for you. All you can, all you COVID vaccinated people have a rude awakening coming to you. Why? Can you explain that, Slingblade? Smash that like. Okay, you say you're doing well, sis. That's what it is. Smash that like. I'm chilling, man. I'm just sitting back. You know what I mean? Watching it all happen. Because, like I said, people, I'm not pro Donald Trump. I'm not anti Donald Trump either. To the victor goes the spoils. I'm letting him do him because when I'm the motherfucking president of the bowling league or whatever prestige and accolade I managed to get, I don't want you to tell me what the fuck to do. So to the victor go the spoils. I'm gonna call him out when he got there going doing something I don't like though. I'm not a fool. I'm not gonna run behind this motherfucker and not, you know what I mean, peek and see what's going on. I'm not going head first. Fools rush in. I keep trying to tell you that, but I'm not against my fellow American. He got his own, I mean, path he got to follow. But the quicker we get his punk ass out of there, but a lot of y'all be having these crazy ass reasons why y'all fuck with Trump or why y'all don't fuck with him. I'm not against him. I'm like, shit, because if he doesn't get half of this shit done, we're gonna be the collateral damage. So I want the motherfucker to win. It's just, I mean, his transparency says he don't know what the fuck he doing. But you done seen motherfucker pull a Hail Mary out, a motherfucking Hail Mary out, and it be all off of luck and intuition. You know what I mean? Or timing. So I'm not gonna say Trump has failed. It'll be just the end, motherfucker pull it out. You like, God damn, I'm eating good, gas tank full up. You know what I mean? Might even send a check or two. That's what I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, as we say. You know what I mean? But I do know that he's just as sneaky as any other politician. There are no politicians that are just trying to save the world. He's trying to save goddamn all the money he can and put in his coffers, to be honest. Aren't we all? Yep. All Americans being sick. Yeah, when our backs touching and our kids that used to be fat, be skinny as a motherfucker, and I mean, ain't shit popping, we can blame him. And you know what's gonna be so crazy? If it does happen, he won't even be in office because the trickle down effect to all this bullshit is gonna only happen after him because they're gonna be like, now where's King Trump? And the motherfucker they put in power is gonna have to come with the same viciousness, even if he's from a different opposition. He gonna have to come with the same viciousness that Trump had to maintain whatever that we have now. I won't say it's supremacy because now we probably looked at as number two. That Donald Trump went over there to the Chinese buffet. We probably be looked at as the number two strong man. Well, we all are. How else can you go to the bathroom? Right. You talking about you conservatives was always destroying the economy. Mismanagement of money, conservative, Republican, Green Party. That's who's destroying America. Americans are destroying America. So they beat you so good, Chuck, you was hollering for your moms. Did you take your moms up there with you? I know you like take your moms. My moms love that shit too. I guess he's eating the cats and the dogs and probably the goldfish, the parakeets, and the rhesus monkeys too. Okay, Chuck. Hey, have you ever been through that part of South Carolina right there by Yamasi? They got the monkey farm, and when you come through the year, the monkey, and some of the motherfuckers be like, it's like 100 of them that it's like a pack of them that's free, and they are frequent that the woods in the area right there. They even be you can hear them when you on the Amtrak. Amtrak be zooming past you, hear monkeys and shit hollering. That shit wild as fuck. Is in Yamasi. Okay, you say you vote for Marco. Are you aware that Marco Rubio is Hispanic? Would you be comfortable with a Hispanic president? I think that's what's gonna be next, a Hispanic president, because they done did so much dirt to Latinos and Hispanics and the other illegals, but they was the face of it. The Mexicans, the Guatemalans, and the Honduras people, and all the people coming from South America. They was the face of civil rights. With ICE going after their ass, I think they might make Mark Rubio the president just to, you know what I mean, to smooth it over because that's how they did a Barack. They ain't have us. They ain't putting him up there to help no fucking Hispanics because he MACA to the bone, Gussie. So they just he need to be the face of it, like they did Barack. Put him the light skinned motherfucker the face of it, but he wasn't black. We ain't know him from the bootlegger joint. We knew him from this strange black dude that wanted to play basketball and he, you know what I mean, had a referee whistle on his neck. I came, you say, I fuck with Hispanics. They contribute a lot to the society, right? As well as the Hispanics and blacks are closely associated and got a lot in common, but it's like a race for us and them for supremacy and being the buffer between white America and Hispanics. Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all have to know that you are just a, in my opinion, now I think that Hispanics are just a ethnic group in black culture. We're the buffer, man. But I fought with Hispanics too. I'm not racist at all. But when you weaponize your race or any of your beliefs against me, that's what I'm not with. It's 62 people in here. We on the road to 100. It's 62 likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. So that means what we need roughly 38 more likes. Can I get 38 likes? It's 45 people in here. Cool. That gorilla glue got you goddamn buzzing. Cool. Fatal cool, fatal cool. That gorilla glue got you buzzing. Sipping on anything good with that too, homie. You say Hispanics are not. Hispanics and blacks are the same thing. The only thing that delineates some black people and make them Hispanic is because they speak Spanish. You do realize that, right? The only thing that makes you Latino or Hispanic is that you speak Spanish. Other than that, you are whatever your nationality is and homogeneous to that area. Do realize that, right? The only thing Latinos and Hispanics have in common is that they were colonized by Spanish and they speak Spanish. Half of them are just black people. Half of them are just native Tiano, Arawak, and stuff like that. But the common denominator is their language, Afuenca. Oh, come on, man. That's the only reason. There's no uh, race of Hispanics. There's no race of Latinos. They are Latinos and Hispanics because they speak Spanish. You say comes with the territory of a president. Your past king. Who's my past king? Highline check. And you know they don't want his ass. He Afro Latino. He Cuban. He Tiano. You know they don't want his punk ass. And ain't that's ironic? But you know what, y'all? They might make him fucking president because you know they trying to go after Cuba and they trying to lock down the Caribbean. And what better way to do it is have a familiar face, a Cubano. You know what I mean? No, know what I mean? No, a Hermano. You feel me? That Afro Latino too, Sassimo. That's that black shit. Them curly haired motherfuckers. Afro Latino Cuban. What's that baseball player? Sammy Sosa, he fucked himself up. That motherfucker was dark skinned. That nigga done bleached his goddamn skin. Sammy Sosa, terrible, man. Well, a lot of Africans and people in the Caribbean, Jamaicans and shit, bleach their skin. What be wrong with you? You don't want to be how you was born. You want to be more lighter. Motherfucker, what's it? Vibes Cartel. That motherfucker bleached itself. I see a lot of African women that are YouTube content creators. You can see they it's almost like they should have did a documentary on how they went from dark skin to get light, because as they make content, you see the motherfucker be like, this lady was just motherfucking black as a motherfucker. Now she pink. It's like that ultra skin tone them got their mind fucked up, man. Why do you want to bleach your skin if you don't have, if it's not medical reasons like vertigo or something like that? Why would you want to? That shit says a lot about your self esteem and knowing who you are. But it's just that's my opinion. Charlemagne did that. Yeah, Charlemagne did it. Charlemagne did it. And why am I not middle of the road, Roger? What am I if I'm not middle of the road? Hold on. Hispanics love our country and 50% are conservative. I beg to differ. 50% of Hispanics don't even give a fuck about politics. Because 50%, matter of fact, 75% of them are illegal aliens. They got more goddamn faith in their fucking bishop in their church that had them when the motherfucker, and now ICE them been, and then ICE get it sexually run up in the church now. So because for every one illegal they sent home, you know it's five of them hiding in the trailer park somewhere. For every one of them motherfuckers they sent home, it's five more. That's a hell of a, it's hitting, man. I don't even know what you talking about, Roger. You just want some attention. I'm gonna say your name 5 times, the most somebody ever probably said it in your life. Roger Line, 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 Roger Line. There you go. One more, two more for the 21 gun salute. Roger Line, Roger Line. There you go. You're famous now. Yo, what's up, Zero Gravity? What it is right now? My Busta Rhymes voice. Hey, Cleveland Indians, fuck Democrats. No tranny parades tonight. Y'all notice that talk has got obsolete. A bunch of Democrat, Republican talk. It's just the climate. Y'all motherfuckers iffy, man. Y'all convo be be trending. Like 1 minute you this, 1 minute you that. I can't follow none of y'all motherfuckers, man. Roger Lyons, you pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm just chilling tonight, Zero Gravity. You see what the topic is. High gas, Iran war. Did you vote for it? Where the fuck is MAGA? And Obama need his job back. Who divided America? Pick your pick. Whatever you want to politic on. What I'm trying to do is it's 66 likes. I'm trying to get those likes up to 100. And get, you know what I mean, Roger Lyons to get serious about life. You know what I'm saying? And quit taking it for granted. Driving drunk in that fucking beat up ass truck. And you sat in a goddamn kiddie pool. Yo, motherfucking Jacob in the colorful coat, colorful cloak ass motherfucker. You sat in a goddamn kiddie pool. I'll be down. I might as well tell you who I am. MC Light looking ass. Yeah, Roger. You talking all that shit. Do what, do what, do what, do what, do what. I know it's your dog sitting in the kiddie pool. You probably like, it's my fucking dog Snuffles. I know it's your dog, you German baloney face ass. I know you're like, it's my fucking dog. I know it's your dog, you motherfucker. Just coolin' Zero. Fucking with Roger. What's your dog name, Roger? What is he? He look like a golden retriever. It's either a golden retriever or some kind of hound, but it's a retriever, no doubt. I bet. What kind of dog is your dog, Roger? Brandon, you ain't got shit to do. You've been in here like 8 times. Imagine being a U.S. citizen all your life, working, paying taxes, and now getting 250 a month while illegals coming and getting more money, free housing, and free healthcare. Imagine it, Brandon. Aren't we all Americans? Or just not your kind of American? I'm the one that I'm supposed to be imagining that I am. Ain't I American? Sassy Mo says undocumented immigrants paid taxes into Social Security, Medicare without using their service. They brought in over 100 billion every year. They don't get free anything. They don't nobody get free nothing. And just as sure as they buy a 12-pack of beer or any food products or anything from the store, they're paying taxes too. Because you got to pay taxes on that shit, unless they're spending some of them good old American footsteps, y'all say that they getting a lot of. You know they got Mexican and Latino banks, the Latino bank now around here. Smash that like y'all. Y'all voted for high gas prices. Everybody come here and say, Daddy Trump, god damn. You got goddamn daddy issues with that bullshit. And where the motherfucking No Kings people be at where they not at No Kings rallies? I'm interested to know. Even with them. See, I ain't on nobody's side. Them No Kings motherfuckers at that rally, that shit was the fringes of society, man. Oh yeah, what town you in? Zero gravity, and it's $4 a gallon. And it depends on the cost of living where you at. Of what's the impact of that $4? You know what I mean? Is the cost of living fairly moderate where you at? How do you know what's spent on illegals if they're illegal and they're hiding? That's what don't make sense. Y'all give up a bunch of numbers and shit, but how do you know they're illegals if they're hiding? How do you know what's spent on them? If you can count what's spent on them, they're not hiding. They're not illegal. They're cooperating. If you know how much money you sending them. But like I said, for every illegal that you know about or that they send home or they run it down, it's 5 more to replace them hidden in the shed somewhere or in somebody's, you know what I mean? You got to know it is a hidden nation of the motherfuckers here, man. And I don't have no problems with it. As you ride around, you still see they still here. They still working with the horticulture cutting grass and they still here. And I don't see no impact. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: when they first talking about they was sending them people back, a lot of them Venezuelans was driving motherfucking Uber and Lyft like motherfucking like 15 Venezuelan motherfuckers. Then me and my family was at the ocean front or at the beach area, and it was like um Mexican looking motherfuckers just walking around by themselves and looking lost. And this is an area where ain't no Mexican motherfuckers that ain't with their crew at no trailer park buying a 12-pack or something at 7-Eleven or something like that, or one of them white trucks they always got. These motherfuckers was like sitting by themselves. I was doing a live stream and I looked over. Damn, if one of them motherfucking bean eating motherfuckers was sitting at the table looking at me, I'm looking, what the fuck going on? And this is in the mixed community, the beach community. He's sitting next to some $1 million houses looking lost, like, where the fuck is your Sandburr and your donkey at, Pedro? Y'all notice that you don't hear about Pedro no more. They don't say nothing about Pedro no more. Where's your donkey and your sombrero? All right, somebody done. That shit was crazy, man. And it seemed like people was kicking them out. The ones that ain't had papers, that's what was happening. The ones that had papers or were just in control, the ones that won't doing shit, they was kicking them out. You gotta go, Holmes. ICE is coming. You got your papers no good. Know what I mean? I'm telling you. Who is in here texting some shit about Biden? Biden has been asleep for the last 6 years, dude. Why are we still talking about Biden? He's been asleep for his 4 years, and now these 2 years that Trump been in power. No, it's not about Biden, man. Right, Zero. It's all a Ponzi scheme. Trump and the wealthy familiar family, says Saxy Mo, still have undocumented immigrants. Right, they still got Mexican and Guatemalan, goddamn Latin America. But they call that shit Latin America. You know what I mean? She's Latin American. She's not Hispanic. She's Latin American. Yeah, right. They still got them guards. Yep, it's a Ponzi scheme. They're always aware of deported people. Yeah, but remember, for every 100 people they sent, there's 1,000 people hiding somewhere. That shit don't stop. It's crazy. They think that they can stop the flow of motherfucking. They told them it was gonna be a migration in 1989 up north of the people from Latin America. They were migrating back. The Great Spanish, the big Hispanic migration. They said that shit in 1989. They knew that shit was coming. Yeah, it'll be telling where they at, and they will be. You know what I mean? I don't buy none of that illegal immigrants voting. I don't buy into none of that shit. I'm telling you, when it first jumped off, when Trump and them start really running up his shit, I'm telling you, it was Mexicans and Latino looking motherfuckers that's sitting around everywhere by their damn self. Like they people told them, get the fuck gone. They coming. They coming. And if they're illegal immigrants and they can't read English and all that, what the fuck was voting? And when did they run? They brief them on who to go in there and vote for. Far as to them, it's all got to go English. Spanish motherfucker, they can't understand that shit. When did they brief them and tell them who to vote for? You see what I'm saying? But all of them now, some of them. But come on now, how does that sound? Thanks for that, Zero. Yeah, he in the western part of Ukraine. He where they not fighting where he at. They done brought fucking Lamborghinis and all that shit. And nobody ain't picking them crops. And how many jobs did it uh big for black people and white people to get that the Latinos was taking? Jack Rabbit, once again, do you understand the dollar that Obama and them was spending is not the dollar that Trump's spending? The dollar that Trump's spending is like 75 cents. The dollar that Obama and them was spending was more or less like $1.25 because we was kind of sort of up. But being that we under a war that nobody's in agreements with, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Understand that the dollar that we spending ain't the same dollar, fam. I don't know if y'all if you can understand it. The dollar that's actually 75 cents. No, I don't want to pay $4 or $5 worth of gas for that shit. No, I don't. Smash that like 41 of y'all in here, man. Double tap that stream. Right. Black people still working and they not waiting on reparations. Zigzag, what's been up with you? Who's harvesting the crops though, Zigzag? Is it the Latinos and Hispanics, the same people? I would say it is because they ain't no way in the world they're gonna get all them people out of here. Smash that like y'all. Did the pollen fuck with you? Any of you guys this year? It never been affected by it, but this year, yeah. And yo, that shit tore my little daughter up, and then it fucked with me a little bit. But yeah, I had one of these air conditions in on one of my windows, and that's why I ain't cut it back on because I felt like the pollen was different this year. That pollen seemed almost artificial. Remember when they did that first something they shot up in the air, and the next thing you know, in the morning, everybody's car is covered with that fucking pollen. I think they did something too. I mean, I'm with you, Zero Gravity, with that pollen shit. Right. And Donald Trump ain't doing nothing to save the farmers and cattlemen. Maybe. All of it's linked somehow. But I will say that pollen shit was iffy. Like they creating that pollen shit. You know what I'm saying? 30 people in here. And we need 31 likes. We on the road to 100. Smash that like, y'all. And make sure you leave a comment under this live stream on high gas, Iran war, no birthright. Did you vote for it? And your opinion on all this shit. Make sure you leave a comment and then hit the hype some of these live streams up and your participation. I mean, that's all I ask is your participation. And it's free to do all this shit. Everybody likes free shit. So double tap the screen. It's free to do it. And you'll see a little come up. Try it out. Smash that like. Tap, tap. Let's let me walk you through it. Tap, tap. Smash that like. Right? It's not an overnight affair. And then it's somebody's lifestyle. What's going on, Joe Balls? Right. It's called seeding. They just had one that they did in Saudi Arabia, United Arabs or something, and that shit went left and went over to Africa, the horn of Africa, and tore up a bunch of shit in Somalia. And, you know what I mean? Ethiopia. Yeah, Dubai. Yep. But one went haywire. You know what I'm saying? We've been seeing for a minute. You know, the crop dusters been doing that shit for years. Crop dusters. Man, it's people they can mind control your ass. That ARPANET shit, and there's still people that don't realize that anybody, even all around the world, the government got them by the balls. The military infrastructure, the space force, because they own all the fucking um all the GPS shit. The United States military, the space force, they own the fucking GPS shit. So imagine if they just wanted to cut that shit off. Everything is courtesy that they allow these people to use the GPS system. But is it really? I know they do something with the data analytics. When you think you're cutting off your global positioning, you never can because they know where you at. You feel me? Has anyone ever read The Secret Covenant under John D. Rockefeller? It's the billionaire oath. There are 50 steps on how they have been slowly poisoning us by what we eat, drink, wear, and breathe. Right. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't looked into the Pegasus stuff, but I'm probably vaguely familiar with it. Run it down back to me again, what you were saying it was zero gravity. They showed the truck with the cloud in the back of a truck. Wow. Now that shit is dope. They got the fucking they can make the cloud and transport it. Yeah, there's a lot of chemicals in the air, also in us. A spyware that spy on everyone zero click. Yeah, but really we allowing them because we never read the fine line in all these social media sites and apps that we um apply for. We apply for so much shit every day, and we everything you got to give your email and all that. You never know what you are allowing when you got to give up your email because you want a coupon to come to your email to get some smokes or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Trump shit just gave Communist China Taiwan. He is a traitor to Ukraine, Taiwan. Why should he show any fucking um loyalty to any of these countries? He's American. Ukraine, Taiwan, NATO, Europe, all of that shit. Denmark, they suck. Why should Trump even show them any loyalty? He's American. He should have more loyalty to come home and help fix the infrastructure. Fuck Ukraine and Taiwan, NATO, all that shit, man. That Patriot Act, they told you they played in our face with that Patriot Act because they all but told you what that shit was about. Ain't nobody go for it though. They all but told you that. Chris Domas exposed Israel backdooring all chipsets. And man, Israel sold them people some fucking phones and then put bombs in the phone. And at a given time, they blew everybody ear off and leg off or eyes out. Well, depending on which media device it was that had the chip in it at the time they flipped the switch. Did y'all know about that? Man, the Pope some shit too. You keep if the Pope really was about God, you think it would be anything dealing with the Catholic, the Holy See, that's crime or fucking with kids or anything. Shit. The Pope is more devilish. He under disguise of being supposed to be a man of God. Yeah, they the Palestinians and Hamas and those people, they had brought these phones and these media devices and they were all on the same network. And to come to find out the Mossad or whoever the Israeli motherfuckers had intercepted their order and switched the phones out and the phones was going to all the leaders and all the people that was communicating. And at a given time they flipped the switch and blew all of them the fuck up. That been happened. They got Chud. They coming. Chuck. They coming. They coming. They coming. The Chud make bond yet? That was Dubai. They have it in the video. The guy was driving the cloud on the highway in the pickup truck. That is crazy. Yeah, that shit caused a flood. And then some of it went to Africa and tore up some shit. Nah, bro, Catholic isn't a new real religion. You don't use religion for financial gain. I know, but when the Catholics start having power is when they linked up with the Venetians and the Doges in Genoa and Venice, the Medicis, when they really was finally able to incorporate it. Is a northern corporation. Southern Italy is made up of people of African descent because as well as the Moors was in Spain, they also was in southern Italy, Naples and those spots. You know what I'm saying? No, You're so stupid to weaponize your beliefs against me. Whatever the fuck your name is, chit chat, Ronaldo. We need to put a GoFundMe together so we can go get that good brother. And what's the black guy, right? The black guy, right? Shit, Louis Farrakhan and them need to be doing it. Where's Louis Farrakhan when we need him? Nowhere to be found. What them fighting as Nation of Islam niggas at when we need them? And we got fucking what's the guy? Chud running around here with a gun shooting people and shit. What them fighting as Nation? They ain't nowhere. I hope they do deport me to Cuba. I want some Cuban cigars and a couple of mojitos and them Cubano sandwiches that my shorty keep telling me about. So I don't give a damn if they send me to Cuba. It's equatorial motherfucking weather and all that shit. I'm good. You say you voted for this because you Iranian. So are you Persian Iranian? Or are you know what I mean? Chuck, you gotta come up with the money. Farrakhan is a Mason. Listen, I was down with the Fruit of Islam before. I'm not gonna let you talk about my brother Farrakhan. I'll talk about him all I want because he's family. But I ain't gonna let you come in. He was a Mason. I got the pictures. All of them are Masons because he was Nation of Islam. He can't be a Mason. You know, Mason is non-denominational, right? Especially when you get up to being a Shriner, 33rd degrees. You say you think it's 10%. Shit, he'll probably get out because all they want is 10% of it. You said they collected some money. Oh, is it $1 million charity bond? A bondsman will take that shit and get him out, and then they have a camera following his dumb ass and make some money off of him. Okay. But a bondsman will take that motherfucker. Christianity is a disease too, then. MAGA Bruce. Yeah, he was looking crazy. He said, Jesus. Or Jesus, the Mexican in the cell over from him. Jesus, don't let him kill me. Smash that light. What was Chud right about? MAGA. You one of them, huh, MAGA Bruce? Chud the thug. Right, doing that bullshit outside of a fucking courthouse. Yeah, do I work in Mar-a-Lago Center? No. I wish I did. Plumbers make a lot of money. That's the top 5 jobs in America, a plumber. You dumb motherfucker. Right, they send out millions of dollars, but they don't excuse student debt. So many whites need to grow up too, MAGA Bruce. It's on both sides. You say so many blacks need to grow up. Evidently, you a white that need to grow up or it's broaden your horizons to know that all black people are not the same. Maybe came across some immature black people, but you need to broaden your horizons. It seems like some black guy must have took your girlfriend and you never got over it. It's something. It's something with you. Maybe your mom has a new black young boyfriend and you keep hearing strange noises coming from her room and he walking around with no shirt on. He cut the fuck up. You know, black motherfuckers when they young, they be cut the fuck up. You like, my dad never had those pectorials and he drinking all the milk and now you done found out he don't wear underwear and shit and his butt crack keeps showing him while you're playing your game. You motherfucker. Smash that like. You motherfucker. Come in here dissing my people. For what? For what? Nah, I got him tonight. I got time tonight. All of us ain't raised by women. That's what white folks thought. Because when our pops heard the motherfucking social worker knock on the door, he hid. I mean, might even went out the back door. You know why? Because we know how to be quiet. Tonight is the night as we ride. Everybody know they daddy, you fucking clown. That was the joke on white folks. Y'all really think we went for that dumb shit? That's why we still surviving now. Name one black person that don't know his daddy. You thought he didn't live in that house, but you know what? You went for it. That who's wearing those boots and that's you know what I mean. That shit crazy. And you will come in here and say, raised by their mothers. You better bet it. You know that a black woman is the number one consumer on the planet. That means the white people get what's trending from her and what she gives her kids and her husband. Because number one, have you ever seen the video, the documentary, How to Sell to a Negro? They said black people know what they want. They pay their bills on time. They pay their bills more often than other ethnic groups and don't try to change a black man for what he's trying to buy. Let him buy it. And it's more likely something to impress a girl, to impress his woman. You know what I'm saying? You talking about something 72%. What is that? 72%. Yeah, race is a goddamn it's a cop out for real. So you can bring well, you black guys are killing each other. Well, guess what? You white motherfuckers are killing each other too. Just ask Tyler Robinson. Ask fucking Charlie Kirk. What happened to him? What happened to Luigi Mangione and that insurance dude? That's white on white political crime. You know what I mean? Gang violence, political gang violence. But you'll sit there and say, all you black people, that shit is down. Black crime is down, motherfucker. We done quite on. It's about bread now. They doing more motherfucking cyber crimes. You ain't got to kill in the dope spot now because when you commit the crime, you're doing it with your phone and credit cards and shit. Shit done changed now, homie. There are only who actively seek their own degradation. No, white people do too. You got a funny way of masking. We just do it cooler. And it's more cooler to put a black man down, you know what I mean, and to make an excuse why you're not lit. You're blaming on the black man stealing shit. And white folks steal too. The same crimes that black people commit, white people commit them. But it's more cooler to put it on the black man because we do everything with, you know what I mean, a smoothness, with that savoir faire. Come on, mayonnaise, cut it out. I know some successful black men. Name one successful white nation. I'm waiting. Name one successful white nation. Africa is a continent, Sassy Mo. It said Trump shit 5.99 a gallon. Ronaldo. You name one successful white nation. Name one that did get their money from colonizing people of color. You can't. MAGA Bruce. Why are you sucking such black dick tonight, man? Did your ex-wife fucking found a black guy that's into big hips? Because y'all white niggas is got these bitches going on a diet and they lose their hips. See, uh the black man, he'll be like, yeah, if I could just work out and tighten that shit up and cut it up. Cut that motherfucking shit up. You'll say, oh my God, Lillian, your ass is bigger than a cow. But you know what I mean? And then you send it home eating tomato sardine. What's the tomato Vienna sausage and tomato sauce? Because she left and the black dude say, you know I get you a gym membership and cut that shit up, right? You feel me, baby? He'll be sitting home eating tomato sausages and shit. Fucking MAGA Bruce. Blacks steal the what culture did the blacks steal? Name something that's white people didn't get from blacks. Music, even the way they tie their shoes and the way they wear their pants is, you know what I mean? You backwards as fuck. Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. They are fucking Nazi countries. They're not successful. They're Nazi. They slaves. Right, Zero. Sweden sucks. Norway sucks. Finland sucks. Denmark sucks. They suck. And look at MAGA Bruce. Some out of shape fat white dude. MAGA Bruce. Well, well, well. Yeah, our conversation over with, Bruce. You a clown. Nope, I can't even talk to you no more. Matter of fact, you know what Donald Trump would say right now? You're fired, MAGA Bruce. You got to come back with your other Gmail now. That's crazy. MAGA Bruce, fat, out of shape white dude, in here being a fucking closet racist. I thought MAGA was not about racism because it's black MAGAs. Shout out some random guy, Turkey Neck Tony. He's the MAGA. I mean, I know you ain't standing for that shit, Tony. Oh, MAGA Bruce, you out of here, homie. And I'm like, damn, I thought MAGA was about MAGA shit. See me? MAGA might be a little racist. Ah, they suck. They mega racist too. And they was scared of Hitler. They did a bunch of shit for Hitler. They was Hitler factories. Blacks invented damn near everything, and they ain't have the money for the copyrights or you know what I mean to produce it. But I'll let MAGA Bruce come in on his other Gmail. I'm not going for it. We 28 likes away from 100, man. Double tap that stream, y'all. Let's get these likes up to 100. Right. It's not what the blacks did or that. It's an American thing. That's the first thing we got to realize. That's the first thing we got to realize. Is as Americans we have to do this. Yeah, the radicals on both sides, black and white, and left and right, conservative, Republican, Democrat. It's radicals in all those organizations because some people are just fed up and want to bang. It is what it is. You better bet it happens all the time because with that, it's even the worst kind of racism because even though you are on my level with the monetary, you still will act like I'm not on your level because it diminishes by me being of color, especially if I'm not conforming to what you think a rich person with money should be doing. Like if I got on a bunch of big chains and driving a Benz, you look down on me. Hell, Mexicans taking over anyway. Soon it will be no blacks or white, just brown mixed Americans. Right, right. The Mexicans, and like I say, for everyone that they claim they getting out of the country, from hiding somewhere. There's five of them. Yeah, racism among black white people happen all the time. That's why they got fraternities, sororities, and black masons, and black business guilds because they was locked out of the white ones, black country clubs and all that shit. Yep, we all gonna be the same color or the same antimatter. Well, some of the best people to meet, rich or poor, people with integrity and pride of themselves and knowing their worth. You know what I'm saying? You say the devil comes like a thief in the night. Am I housekeeping in Trump Plaza? I wish I was. I'd be going through their motherfucking sock drawers, trying to find out where they keep the stashes at. I wish I was. Smash that like. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, I be robbing the fuck out there going through their sock drawers right now looking for their shit. People need to realize the billionaires are going after everybody. Yup. They trying to get there going lock shit down. Shit, a Jew vote for Hitler. Half them fucking Germans was Jews. They assimilated. They hid it. Even Hitler was is reported to have been of Jewish heritage. You know what his real name was? It was not Hitler. Hitler was the name of his supposed to have been father, but his real name was Schickelgrumer. Adolf Schickelgrumer. Do your history, dude. If I got 100 million, what would I do with it? Spend it. The fuck you mean? If I got 100 million, I'm spending it. But I will probably make sure that I would take a little bit of it to spend, indulge myself. But most of it, I'll put it back into whatever I got the 100 million from anyway. I'll recoup it. I'll double it. I make it work for me. I wouldn't go out there and throw it to a fan. Like say fucking about a bunch of bullshit. I make it work. You know what I'm saying? I throw my fair share to the fan, having, just coming into it. I go ahead and get it out of the way. You say, what would I buy? I probably wouldn't buy nothing. I just told you I'll probably make investments, throw it back into whatever I make. How did I get the 150 million? First of all, what life would I buy? I wouldn't buy a life. I'd still maintain whatever I'm doing. And I'll be more comfortable in it. Wow. MAGA Republicans are not KKK who burned Alabama imbeciles if you leave it up to the people that come in here and say the Democrats started the KKK. So you all twisting and tangling, Ronaldo. You lashed out too. Go take your medicine, man. You'll feel better in the morning. Right. Create generational wealth. Make it work for me. Right. Yep. Invest it and start a fucking like we was talking the other day, a trust. And then even start working on my portfolio, like different investments. If it was given to me, yeah, I really make it work for me because anything somebody give me, I cherish it. So you know what I mean? I try to flip that motherfucker. What are you talking about? Ronaldo, you want some attention so bad, man. Go play, man. Go play, Jake. Smash that like, y'all. Some of y'all are just obsessed with Hitler, um, racist ass white people, racist ass countries, and Jews, and y'all just obsessed with that stuff. And what you need to be trying to figure out is how can we all get together and make America great again. Yo, what up, boy? What's up, boy? I don't know. Is it? You gonna have to got that going answer that one for yourself. You said yes. Sassy Mo say it's true. You know they say Trump wear a pamper. I mean, I don't know, but he 80 years old, so I mean, I wouldn't put nothing past it. My name is Kuta Kente. Toby is a slave name. My name is Kuta Kente. Smash that like. Who controls me? Kunta Zigzag says coming in here saying Toby was good. It's so disrespectful. No, it's not because that was in a movie. Look at that shit. That's how that shows you your intelligence level. That's just a fucking movie. That shit wasn't real. You know, Alice Haley lied about that fucking Kunta Kinte shit. His family was not from no fucking Kimberlongo. Toby Kunta Kinte was not his ancestors. That was some motherfucking made up shit. So they can say it all they want to. They haven't did the research on it. None of that shit was true. Right? Or when they even around Donald Trump, they all seem uneasy and unsure of where they should be at near that weird motherfucker. Smash that like. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Like that racism shit stuck. All right, Sashimo. Good night. Thanks for all your comments and support. Shout out all my super supporters. Make sure y'all leave a comment under these live streams. Tell me what's going on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wrap this up too. Smash that like on the way out if you haven't already. Thanks everybody for coming through, showing their support.